Hello and welcome to 6-Minute Maths, and in this short video we're going to look at the circumference of a circle. So let's jump right in there. You might want to look at some of my earlier videos. I've got area of a circle and circle parts, which will definitely help you with this. Okay, so circle parts first. Let's just get familiar, just a bit of a reminder, a bit of a recap. The midpoint is the centre of the circle, yeah. The radius goes from the centre of the circle to its edge, which is called the circumference. And the diameter goes all the way across. The diameter is double the radius, goes from one edge to the other through the midpoint. The circumference is all the way around the circle. It's the whole edge all the way around. In any other shape, it's a perimeter, yeah? So if we're calculating the circumference of a circle, we might be looking at working out what length of ribbon we need to go around the edge of a cake. Or we might be working around the length of a brick wall to go around a small pond, or something along those lines. Those are just a couple of examples. And we do get them quite frequently in functional maths, sometimes at level 1 and, at level 2 as well. So let's have a look at the next slide. Okay, so there's a formula that we need to know about the circumference of a circle, and we use a similar thing as with the area of a circle as well. And that formula that we use is pi, and pi is a symbol, and it has a value. Now, if you run pi through the calculator and push the pi button on the calculator, you will get an infinite number like you can see on the screen there, 3.141592, and going on and on and on. It's infinite. Now, if you're doing a GCSE paper and you're using a calculator paper, then you would be expected to use that formula. However, for functional skills, the formula for pi has been shortened to 3.14, so it's just those first three numbers on the screen there. So the formula that we use to calculate the circumference, to calculate the edge of the circumference of a circle, is pi d. And d stands for diameter. So what that means is pi times the diameter. Whatever the value for pi is, and we know what that is, times the diameter. So if I've got a circle and the diameter is 10, then to work out the circumference of that circle, we use the formula pi d, which is pi times the diameter. So if pi stands for 3.14 times by 10, the answer is 3140. If I was doing that on the calculator, and I'll just quickly click on my calculator, see if it pops up. Just give it a second, there it is. Any time today would be good, thank you. So we click on pi times the diameter of 10. You can see it's 3141. It's slightly out, not much. So it's 31.41 instead of 31.40. Okay, let's close that out. So let's have a look at a couple of examples. Make sure we know where we're going with this. So I'll slide over to the next slide. So I've got 3 examples, very similar to the examples with area. I just want to show you the difference. So just a reminder of the formula. You can see the symbol there, pi times the diameter. So it's pi times the diameter of the circle gives you the circumference. So in these examples I'm going to do is 3.14 times by the diameter, whatever the value of the diameter is. So that first one there, number 5, is pi times the diameter. And what we've got here is we've got the radius, we've not got the diameter. The diameter, as you recall, goes all the way across. So in this example, the diameter is actually 10, which is the same as the example I showed you on the previous slide. So pi times the diameter, so it'll be pi times 10, so it will be 3.14 times 10, which is 3140 centimeters. So to put a ribbon around that circle, I would need probably 32 centimeters of ribbon, just rounding it up so it overlaps and goes round a cake, for example. Okay, so this second one is still the same, pi times diameter. Just put my D in. So it's 3.14 times by 4. Let's get my calculator, we can work that one out. Cancel 3.14 times by, it's not 4, is it? 4's the radius, so it's 8, which equals 25.12. Just minimise that. Yep, the diameter's 8, it's not 4. 4's the radius. So let's just cross that out and rewrite that. 3.14 times by 8, which was 25.12, I think. Let me just check. Yep, 25.12. And the last example is same thing, pi times the diameter, which will be 3.14, and the diameter is shown in this example, which is 12, so it's times by 12. Excuse me. Clear that off. 3.14 times by 12, 37.68, and these are all in centimeters. 37.68 centimeters. No squared, it's just one number. That's centimeters, and that's centimeters. So pi times diameter, 3.14 times the diameter will give you the value you need to find your circumference. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye. Stay safe.